Hey, good morning, folks. This is Mr. Martin, and I just want to give you a quick demonstration of how to create something using Gravit Designer. Not just how to use the tools, but how to actually use it as an artistic, as a way of creating artistic things. So I'm going to create for you a couple of simple shapes that give the impression of a form. Okay, so a shape is like a square or a rectangle. It's a flat thing. A form is something that's three-dimensional. So what I'm going to do is, using simple shapes, I'm going to make something that looks like a form. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a rectangle, and then I'm going to go down here to fills and click on it and change the color to, we'll use red, but I'm going to use a pretty bright red here on this piece. Okay. Maybe not quite that bright, like right there. Okay, now I'm going to go up to my path tool, and I'm going to create another shape, another four-sided shape, but I'm going to make that four-sided shape a parallelogram. Okay, so now that I've got that, I'm going to select that shape, and we're going to have that be the area that's in shadow. So I'm going to click on red here, and I'm going to go just darker. Same red, but darker. And so you can see now that is darker red, and it might give somebody the impression that that's in shadow. So I'm going to go now and get my path tool again and start again in that same spot. Okay, and that's the dark red I was using before. That wouldn't be appropriate because, again, this would be the top of the item. So we would think that maybe the light would be hitting it up top. So I'm going to make this a slightly lighter version of the red. And that's it. So if you take a look now, I've got this thing that looks like it's three-dimensional. Could you use this in logo design? Absolutely. And it's really just a couple of colors. So, and here's another thing I can do, by the way. So I'm going to call that a unit of things that I want to keep together. I'm going to select all of them. Remember, I did that I went up here and I grabbed my pointer tool under the selection menu, and I just dragged a big box around it. And then I'm going to go up here to modify group selection. That's a new command, by the way, group selection. And now those things are selected together. So if I move them, they move together. Now I could ungroup them, and I could, change them if I wanted to. But as for right now, they're grouped together. So I could do, some cool stuff with that, and make that maybe part of a logo or something like that. So I'm not asking you to do exactly that thing, but I'm asking you to have ideas like that in mind as you're doing things with Gravit Designer. Well, that's my little demo for today. So I hope you enjoyed it. And really what I would like you to do is to practice something like this. Maybe this exact thing, create a rectangular shape, and then add things to it to make it appear to be cubic. Let's take it from the 2D to the impression of 3D. Thanks for watching.